All right, this is Rudy. It's January the 26th, and I wanted to say something because I just don't think you guys get it. I would love to do this in front of the camera. I just don't have the time, but I wanted at least record this audio and then publish it. So some of you guys just don't freaking get it, and it's so dang frustrating. If I had the time, I would go back and I would play a part of an interview where Peter Riley is interviewing Ken Hovind. And during that interview, Ken Hovind uses the word retarded. And Peter Riley says, oh, that's an insult. I wouldn't necessarily use that word. I don't know exactly what he said, but he acted insulted that Ken Hovind would use the word retarded. Are you kidding me? There is something terribly wrong with people's perceptions in this situation. Okay, I'm going to upload this and it sounds that I'm freaking angry, and I am freaking angry. You guys don't freaking get it, man. The guy's been in prison for 8 years. They've limited all the books that he gets. You cannot send him a hardback book. If he gets a paperback book with a staple, they don't give it to him. Okay? Nobody can just call him. He has to call other people. When is the last time you just decided to walk out of your house and go buy a vanilla milkshake? Go buy a cheeseburger? Go have a nice dinner with your family? When's the last time you slept in a bed in your own home with your own wife? You know how long that's been for Kent? It's been over 8 years. When's the last time you sat down at a computer and just browsed the internet with whatever the heck you wanted to browse? Right? Kent can't do that. He don't have access to the internet. And he's still smarter than they are. Even though he doesn't have access to the internet, and even though they limit the books that he has, he's still smarter than Richard Dawkins. And he's still smarter than all his stupid enemies. And then when he was being interviewed on that Peter Riley, and Peter Riley acted offended that Kent would use a word like retarded. Let me tell you guys a personal story. When I went and visited Ken Hovind, and we were all, they wouldn't let me take my glasses. They wouldn't let me take a pen. They wouldn't let me take my Bible. I couldn't even take notes when I talked to the man. Okay, and they had a piece of glass in between me and him, and we had to talk on a phone, and the phone was delayed, and it made it very awkward to have a conversation. Okay, not only that, you got to understand the type of people that's surrounding us in prison. Okay, I'm not trying to say one type of people are better than the other, but Kent is constantly surrounded with the vilest, lowest, basest element of society all the time. And you say that's a not proper way to characterize prisoners, Rudy. Let me tell you something. At the end of our meeting, Kent and I were praying, and Jerry Rose was there, and we put our hands up to the window, right? And we started to say a prayer in the name of Jesus. Do you know what I heard in the background? Shut the F up, right? They don't like anybody praying. Right? Just being a good guy and being stuck in that environment means you're the enemy of everyone around you. I'm not saying it's the case 100% of the time, but you get the drift of what I'm saying. How would you like to be surrounded by that sort of people all the time? And Kent's been in there 8 years, and he still held his own with Peter Riley. And they edited out all the audio of where it's obvious Kent's calling from prison because they want to make it sound like it's two gentlemen having a phone call. You guys need to realize that Kent's in prison. They don't even let him have all the books that he wants. He gets just a very small portion of books that you send him. He don't have access to the internet. He don't sleep in his own bed with his wife at night. You guys need to freaking get it on what's going on. I'm sick and tired of you people that don't freaking understand the situation. He needs to be released from prison. And all you talk show radio hosts and all you preachers who have turned your back on Kent, there's going to come a day when you're going to need somebody. And God help you. May God help you when you need help like Kent needs help. That's all I got to say.